Repressed memories can be the result of trauma, especially in our childhood, that we have pushed out of our minds. It is called selective amnesia. Especially children, when they cannot deal with abuse in their homes, neglect, or complete rejection of who they truly are, they will often push those memories out of their minds. And once they push it once, it is easier to do it again. And with time, I disengage and dissociate myself so much from these memories, I really don't remember them cognitively. Yet those memories are very likely to come to me when I go to bed, when I'm asleep, because my subconscious mind still remembers. So I could be ridden by nightmares. I could be ridden by fears, unexplained fears, both when I'm sleeping and in my awakened life. And those fears would have to do with the abuse or the way I was rejected and I was told that I don't amount to much. Subconscious fears are very difficult to deal with, especially when they come from repressed memories. The way I help my clients move through that is free association. So they will often tell me anything that comes to mind, but then I will definitely take them through a shamanic journey and hypnotherapy in order to remember those subconscious painful memories and to process them, release them until they no longer hold onto you. There is no pain that you need to hold on to because of these memories and experiences. And please remember, it is not really the memories that hurt us, it is the way we have interpreted those memories. If someone tells me I'm an idiot, I will probably feel that I don't amount to much, that no one will ever love me, that I won't be able to do well at school and later at university or at work. These are the thoughts that are hurting us. This is how we perpetuate and we emphasize and amplify trauma. The way I work with people, they remember those memories, they process the pain, and they replace the thoughts that come from that, the derogatory self thoughts. But also, I work with them to such an extent where that memory can be remembered and encountered as it was, but there is no memory of pain. There is no pain accompanying this memory anymore. And that's when we're healed. When we can talk about trauma, about very difficult events in our lives without getting upset, not repressing it, but truly not being held by those painful feelings anymore. PTSD is very frequently talked about as a result of childhood trauma or trauma created in intimate relationships. PTSD stands for post traumatic stress disorder. And that means that people have nightmares, people have recurrent scenes going through their mind's eyes that they have no control over. They freeze and they experience panic attacks. And although this is a very systemic and real side effect of trauma, I feel that we should also talk about the possibility of growth once the trauma is processed and released. You can use the pain you have experienced that you no longer feel because you have worked through it with a counselor or a shaman or hypnotherapy or even a loving community to create beauty in your life. You know how pain feels, so you can foresee and understand and project yourself into joy. There are many people who have used the wisdom of their trauma in order to be therapists, teachers, motivational speakers, or they have created businesses that employ thousands of people. But the way that these employees are treated is compassionate, is caring, is recognized. And these businesses are usually doing exceptionally well. When we treat people with respect, with love and care, these people will want to go to battle for us, metaphorically speaking. If you want to use your trauma to create goodness for you and for others, that possibility is there for you more than for the people who have never experienced trauma. The biggest teachers, philosophers, medical professionals, and counselors have had a lot of pain in their lives. I believe that sometimes we're given so much pain when you're young in order to ignite our wisdom and our strong will to give to others a world that is much different than the pain we experienced. In many occasions, the pain has arrived in your life in order to ignite this deeper sense of knowing, a deeper perception of suffering in the world, so that you can undo it in your life. If you feel that you have experienced trauma in order to be part of a nicer, more loving, and more compassionate world, please go on and do that in life. Allow this intention to guide you through the world. You will find the people that will help you, the people you will collaborate, and together with others, you will be able to be an agent of positive change and love in the world. Childhood trauma can lead to anxious or avoidant or disorganized attachment styles. And the way we feel attached to a parent will unfortunately signify the way we get attached to friends and also intimate partners later in life. The secure attachment style is the best that anyone can have, and that usually entails minimal trauma that is actually resolved early on in life. To be securely attached to you, it means that you expect to be loved, to be seen, to be recognized, but you can also take some feedback that is not positive, but is being expressed with love, care, and with the intention for improvement. Children who have been abandoned emotionally or physically will often become avoidant. They're avoiding love and they're avoiding a deep attachment with friends and an intimate partner because what they're anticipating is to be neglected, to be rejected, or to be emotionally abused. When you have experienced physical abuse, then you're often disorganized and exceptionally anxious in your attachment style. There is no continuity, there is no consistency. You cannot see yourself achieving what you want, as your brain will take you very fast away from your focus. If you're focusing on having a loving relationship as an adult, but you have a disorganized attachment style, an anxious attachment style, then as you're focusing on this love evolving and bonding you with the person that you love, other thoughts will come in and will disturb, will interrupt this thought process or the feelings. And the thoughts will say, you cannot trust it. You remember what happened when you're young? You will be abandoned. You see the way that she looked at you? That means that she's already trying to get another relationship or break up with you. Parents, try to resolve your own trauma so that you can create children that are free from trauma. And then securely attached, that can create more secure attachments with friends and intimate partners. And of course, bring kids to this world who believe in themselves and they can only thrive in a secure attachment with friends and intimate partners. Unfortunately, transgenerational patterns will either limit us in our attachment styles or will give us wings and we'll find the most loving people to create life with.